Hello. $30 seconds. Hey, maybe. Yeah, hopefully. I'm working on it. Okay, let's turn that down there. I'm here, but we'll see. Oh, my internet's been just crappy just recently. It's my upload speed. It's not the download speed. It's let me just I just want to look and see here. Video's been removed by, let's see, I gotta find the new one. I was doing a double check here. I do a quick I'm sure you guys are hearing me. Let's see here. Sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches, especially on Friday. I love doing live streams on Friday because I just feel really good on Friday. I'm just chill today. Got a couple of good drone flights in. Let's see here. It says we're we're streaming. I'm not going to record this stream. That'll give my computer a little bit of a break. All right, we're still spinning. They don't call it reboot for now. I'm all green over here, but oh boy, I might. Well, hopefully, that's working. I just don't know what the heck is here. Hopefully I don't have to bag it because I'm kind of in a good mood to stream right now. All right, I'm working at it. I just want to look and see if it's gonna calm down. Now this computer back here isn't doing anything. Let's see what this one says here. Now that one's working. So, all right. So it looks like we're live. So here, I'm gonna turn this one off here. Let's see if we. All right. Looks like we're good. Looks like we got a good live stream going. Now that's kind of my monitor back there. Here, I'm just gonna reduce the. All right, anyway, I think we're good. I usually use my phone as a monitor just for like quick checks. My phone's ready to die. Holy crap. I can't believe I've used the phone that much today. How's everybody doing? Hopefully we get everybody popping back in here. Hopefully the chat stays active and here, let me just I like to type some here. So what I wanted to hit, yeah, that's still going there. So all right. So oh man, we're red again. Damn it. Oh boy. So Ross is saying sounds good, looks good, but let's see. Here, I'm just gonna let that play. See if that turns red again back there. Yeah, I've been, oh good, we got some people coming up. Hey, hi, Crazy in the house. Darwin Digital, how you doing? All right, like I said, hopefully we keep rolling here. I'm kind of nervous. I don't like that red. Guys, I'm only streaming at 720 right now, so I've got it turned way down. I can sometimes get away with streaming in 1080. All right, let's just cut that right there. Let's just go ahead and let me turn that one off. So there shouldn't be anything else happening back here. I'm not sucking any internet from there. We should be good. I mean, we can just roll forward. Okay, that looks good there. I just want to hear the sound. Oh, I got music still going. Sorry about that, guys. Here, let's turn that off. That'll save. There we go. Got the music off. That'll help. Oh, I got music still going. Sorry about that, guys. Here, let's turn that off. That'll save. And when the music goes off, I'll just go. So I'm not moving that music through. All right. Here I can go to a calm screen here. So let me just. I want to keep the chat rolling through the screen. So let's go to let's see. Get that one. I need to. My CPU is using a lot of. Here we go to that right there. All right, and then I can just turn off my here. Let me put the chat stream on this one, and then turn off my browser view, and we'll just go minimalistic today. Well, that's it. What the heck is that? Holy! Here, turn that off. Here, I want to do that. Right there we go. We're gonna go minimalist today. Here, that's about it. This is pretty sad. Here, let's make me big. There we go. Oh man, guys, sometimes you just gotta get rid of the extra crap. All right, remember, it's all about the drones, right? All right. It's all fluff anyway, right? Let's see here. I was just saying, do I have any? What's that? Steve Cam. I just want to see what the other crap I've got in here. Here, I got this one here. Oh, that one's not too busy. That one's not too busy right there. And then I got that little slideshow going. That's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of it. It's nice to have my channel art up too. So I think that one will be good right there. So let's. I know, guys. I need to simplify things for these moments, but let's go right there. Let's go. And all right, okay, all right. So we're good. So how's everybody doing? All right, Was Blind, how you doing? Let me get your moderator on. Darwin Digital, hi, all is well. Crazy Patrick, how you doing? Always. Kai, you've been on and you've been kind of in and out here. Been very, very patient with me. I appreciate that. Kyle Friedrichsen. Okay, let's go ahead and moderate you. All right, Mike, you've been here since the beginning. You're the one that told me to turn my router off, so you're the man today. So we're gonna make you lead dog, so you can lead the discussion. Well, my main kind of discussion thought today here. Let's put this right over here, man, so we get a little bit of, if people can read that as it's coming through. My main thoughts were today was basically people are everybody's got drone envy right now, and sometimes it's great for the drone company, but it's not necessarily good for you. So it's kind of like everybody's kind of going crazy. We got 2 brand new drones. It's summer. A few people got checks in the mail just recently, so everybody's wants to spend their COVID bucks, I guess you call them. I don't like to call them Trump bucks or anything. I just call them COVID bucks because that's kind of what caused it. But everybody wants to spend that grand, and everybody's looking at the best drone for their money, and I get a lot of those questions. And really, I've had a lot of people. It seems like people are kind of sad. They're kind of like, oh, I just, this new drone's out, and I don't know if I should buy it or not. And this is the drone I had. And probably the biggest one that bugs me the most is they're like sitting with a Mavic 2 or Mavic 2 Pro right now. And then they want to sell that. Guys, I don't think that's a good thing to sell right now. The Mavic 2 is a really good drone. And if you want to replace your Mavic 2 with a Mavic Air, I don't think that's a good trade. I really don't. I don't, and not, camera withstanding, say you got a Mavic Pro or, I got rid of my Mavic Zoom, and I've got some serious seller's remorse on that, because the drone I replaced it with, not the Evo. The Evo I was going to buy anyway. The Evo was, I was buying this because I had never owned an Evo before. And this, I was buying it out of just interest, but I think I did make a big mistake, not from the standpoint of like being a reviewer, and being interested. I guess, I'm kind of like I'm like a trail reviewer. But not, I didn't get rid of the Mavic 2 for the reason that it was not as good. And I had a smart controller attached to it. And if Daniel pops on, Daniel Toromina, he basically was the one on eBay that purchased that drone. I mean, I got in a conversation with Daniel when I was selling it. He he worked me down, man. I think I had it up for 15 at first, and we ended up selling at 1450. I think he said 14. I think I countered at 1475, and I don't know. I can't remember what it went to, but he ended up picking up my. I only flew my Mavic 2 for. I definitely can. It's only in the double digits flights, and it was not more than 20 for sure. I know that, and it might have been less than 20 flights on that with the smart controller. And all I did with that drone was I learned a ton about the smart controller and how it affects the drone and how it relates. Guys, that is one of the best tandems out in the drone market right now for I would say the average consumer. And you can pick up a Mavic 2, either Pro or a Zoom, with a smart controller between $1,300 and $1,500. And it's, especially if you're getting the Mavic Pro, you're getting the 1-inch camera sensor, and for the camera purists, it is better, than the sensor on, the Mavic Air 2. So, are you getting a newer drone with newer drone technology? I don't know, because I don't know the circuit board and the chips, and I don't know what we're exchanging for, but all I know is from a flying standpoint, the Mavic Air 2 is a really easy to fly drone. It hand launches easy, and it takes care of you as a flyer, and that's really what I like. A drone that basically takes care of me, keeps me out of trouble, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the rant right now. A little bit this morning, or this evening, this afternoon, this Friday, was a lot of people, thinking they need to sell their drone right now, and I just don't see that. I don't see you having to do that. I really don't, unless you're interested and you have a little bit of money and curiosity. But if you're selling your Mavic 2 for the Mavic Air, you're not improving your situation. Not for any reason. I don't see any advantage for doing that. And I said I did mine for reasons of interest and being in the in the drone tech. I hate to call myself a reviewer, because I guess I am, but I'm drone experiencer, I guess I want to call myself. I don't make tutorials and that kind of thing. I've done a tutorial too. I'm definitely not going to make a tutorial for hand launching this. I got a story to tell you about that too, because I hand launched it today again, and I had a I think I'm understanding what's going on. So with the hand launch thing, and it is not a drone to hand launch. Do not hand launch your Evo 2. Do not attempt to hand launch the Evo 2. Do not hand launch it. All right, let's check the chat out. Let's see, Kai, how you doing? Let's see here. Let me just whip through here. Crazy in the house. Let's see. Was blind. I think I got you. How is the Air 2, Brock? Brock, I like the Air 2. I'm happy with it. It's not. I have people asking me questions. should I sell my my Mavic 2 for an Air 2? And my answer is no. That's from my remember, I'm just an opinion, okay? But I've flown them. I've flown both drones now, and I'm the only thing I can't think of an advantage. I mean, I got rid of a drone. I got into the Mavic 2 for a really good price, okay, and with the smart controller, and I didn't have it long enough, I don't think, because every flight I did with the Mavic 2 with the smart controller was absolutely perfect. It basically records everything inside of the controller. You can download straight to the controller. You're holding it's got a much larger screen. It's got a screen of about that size, and it's a very high nit screen, so it's really easy to see it. And I've got a really good, I've got, an iPhone 11, and it's better than this iPhone for sure. I know a lot of people fly with tablets. I'm actually thinking about going towards the tablet realm. So I've been looking for somebody to give me some expertise on tablets. I'd rather have somebody tell me than me go looking for it. I'd rather have one of you guys tell me what you think tablet would be best for flying any of my drones. So, all right, so let's go. I probably apologize. I haven't been discounting the chat. Let me just go through it really quick to make sure I see everybody. Let's see. You got Craig, Ross Meldrum, got you out there. Kai was blind. Let's see. Dan, how you doing, Dan? Nice to see you. Had to pop in and say hi. Hey, Dan Zelch. He's always been a good positive contributor. Dave Baston, how you doing? Hi from London. Yeah, hey Dave, I had some really big windy conditions just the other day that I threw this thing up in. I of course launched it from the ground, and this thing handles the wind like a champ. 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts. This is a very heavy drone. It's a very weighty, meaty drone. I'm not going to put my Mavic Air 2, which is a much lighter drone, up in those winds. There's no reason for me to do it. That's why I have one drone that's a little heftier than another. I still have my Mini. I'm the kind of person that would go, hey, this is a really dangerous place to put up a drone. You get the Mavic Mini out and you just freaking maneuver that. It's so little. It's only this big. And if you need to go through some really small places, the Wi-Fi is really good on it. I really like the camera footage. It's no slouch when it comes to camera footage. So if you need like just really good footage of something, and you just are afraid of risking your other drone, that's why I think the Mini really comes in. And like a beach drone, with light breezes, it's good. Just put it in sport mode and fly it around in sport mode. So it'd be good that way. It can handle, I'd say Mini's good from 8 to 10, somewhere around there. But you just got to be really careful and just make sure the breeze is not blowing you out to sea, that kind of thing. Let's see, Kai, let's see, Ross, how you doing? It says, someone that likes to walk out with their drone. What bag do you carry? What bag do I carry? What with me? I have a bunch of different bags. I showed this last time. This is my Evo bag. It's just it's just a camera bag. You can put any of your drones in just a plain old camera bag. These are very inexpensive. They have Velcro pockets that you can adjust inside of them. It's super, super padded. It weighs nothing. It's got these have a sling, a single sling strap. I really actually like a bag like this. It's got a really simple carry handle. It doesn't take up any space. This is probably about 14 inches long by maybe, you can see it look like this way, by maybe 8 inches wide, maybe 8 to 10 inches, and maybe 6 inches tall. But I've got here's my controller right here for my Evo right there. I've got it put in here. And actually I have my audio. This is my audio system that I use when I'm out droning. I take all the props off. I suggest even with your Mavic Air or your Mavic Pros, your Mavic 2s, that you keep your props off because they can't get warped or bent when they're off. I think that's the key number one problem with the Mavic Mini is they needed to make it with removable props. I really think that was a huge flaw in its design, and everybody is, if you could fix that one problem with that drone, maybe create new cowlings for it with or some kind of a screw-on system. It would add weight to it, but it would fix it. Master Air Screw or anybody out there that could create an aftermarket attachment prop for the Mavic Mini probably has a big seller, because there's a lot of those things out there. But there it is right there. That's where the drone goes. So, and then when I put it in right like this. So right there, bam, fits right in there, just like that. Oops, let me get back really quick. So it fits in like that and zips up, and very small and light. And you're not out more than, I think I paid 20 bucks. It depends on where you get these. This was an Amazon purchase. I probably could get it cheaper if I ordered it from a Chinese source. But fantastic. All right, let's see what we got in here. Let's see, Ross. Let's see. I just caved and got the Mavic Air 2. Yeah, Kai. I caved too, and you can't beat it. You can't beat the little bag, and it's a handy little deal. I've only used one battery ever when I've flown it, but it fits in there real nice, and it's a nice little drone. It's a nice little compact. Now I've got the props on it right here, but that's because I'm lazy, and I've never had any problems with it. You can see they have those props so well put back. Plus this bag keeps it really, really tight. But I'm not a fan of the controller. I think what they should have done with this controller is they should have put a screen on it. I think they could have taken this button here, moved it up here, moved all these buttons to the top, and they could. And I guarantee they've got a controller ready to come out for that. And I would put a small FPV screen on it, or just reinvent the smart controller. But I know this has been designed to have a screen attachment, so they're ready, guys. They're ready to take more money. They're looking for another $400 of your life. Believe me, it's coming. So it's not over yet. Let's see. Tim Jackson, how you doing? I only have a Mavic Mini, but I'm still loving it. Yeah, I already told you. Stop, Tim. Stop talking down to the drone that you have. If you're not maximizing that Mavic Mini and getting it out and flying it a ton, you're losing the whole point of the drone hobby. Get that thing out there. I can tell you, 10 drones that I've flown that are not as good as the Mavic Mini, including the Phantom 3. So you got to understand that the Mavic Mini is a better drone than the Phantom 3. It's got the same camera as the Phantom 3. It has it has more battery flight time than a Phantom 3. It has a better gimbal than the Phantom 3 because it's very, very, I'm just telling you that it's a huge step in technology, and it's a tiny little drone. Just because the Phantom is the Phantom 3 is a monster for what it can do. And now you've got this Mavic Air thing, which just blows it away. But it's not better than a Mavic Pro 2. It's the Mavic 3 whoever says there is going to be a Mavic 3, when it does come out, will surpass, any drone out there now. There'll be some kind of a collision avoidance sensor system, just like the Evo. I have not done any testing, or I haven't even taken it next to anything that it could run into. That to me as a drone pilot, it makes no sense to fly my drone into something, or to fly my drone unless it's the Mini. The Mini is designed to do that. It doesn't have sensors because it's it's this small. Let's see. Crazy Patrick sees, but tomorrow I'm back in the Swedish again. Oh yeah. I was talking to Crazy Patrick today. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave you in the dust there, Crazy Patrick. But I was asking Patrick that it was okay. I like his Swedish stuff. I just wished every once in a while during his Swedish commentary, he would just throw out a little bit of English to help me understand what they're talking about, what the context is, because a lot of us just watch it. I wish they'd had subtitles. I don't know how they subtitle Swedish to English. I don't know if they can do that. I think it has to actually be. I think it actually has to be subtitled through some kind of script or something. I wish it would just automatically translate. That would be cool. I'd watch the Swedish channel. I don't care. There was another Swedish YouTuber that he was with that was kind of fun, and he's not doing any English at all with his channel, and that would have been cool. But I can totally understand why. I mean, if he wants to have a specific audience, the Swedish audience is probably, I don't know how many Swedish, YouTubers there are. I can imagine there's several million. So let's see. Darwin Digital sold my Mavic and I regret it. I regret it for only the reason that it was a better. I basically traded a better drone for one that was newer. That's all that, it doesn't mean that the Air 2 isn't a really good drone. There's going to be some people coming out with some pretty amazing footage. I'm not too terribly excited about its little camera yet. It hasn't given me the wow factor. Maybe, like I said, it's probably because I have not set it up correctly. So, and I'm working on that. Actually, in my flight today that I did, my altitude flight, I don't call it an altitude flight. I'm calling it a view flight or a scenic flight. But I put the ND64 on it for that flight, and we'll see if it helps a little bit. So we'll look at that. I didn't set up the manual. I didn't put the manual settings together today, and that might affect it. So, because you do need to put it in its manual settings so you can adjust it correctly without, and I'm trying to think I don't think I locked the auto settings either. So I didn't lock the settings at all in today. So it could be just okay, but that would be my fault. Let's see, Dan. Let's see. Yeah, he did get a great deal. Mike, I didn't lose anything on that deal, and he gained on that deal. So I think it was an even trade. I didn't get. I think I lose a little bit of I lose a sale cost. But I think that made up for the sale cost is going to be made up for what basically the difference in price was. Because, guys, there's a lot of deals out there. You don't have to pay full boat for a drone, even if it's brand new. There's sellers out there that are just unloading stock. And you can get yourself a Mavic 2 with the smart controller for as low as $1,400. So, and they're out there. You just got to look. I can't tell you where eBay. You just got to be lucky. And then I don't bet on drones. I don't go and try to bid on them. Let's see, Dan. Let's see. A smart controller will work with Air 2 in the future update. I hope so. I couldn't sell my Mavic 2 without the smart controller because it did not come with the other one. Some smart controller setups do not come with the other controller. So if I sold it with the other controller, I would have, to keep the smart controller. But on the other hand, it was super easy to sell it without the, when it had the smart controller, because everybody, looks at that as a big upgrade, which it is. It's a $600 or $700 item. But it's probably not worth $600 or $700. It's probably a $575 item right now, because it's older technology. You understand that it drops $200 within a year in its value. But I may be in the market for a Mavic 2 Pro, so I'm gonna see if I can find me a new one. Just the base one with without the smart controller. And then we'll see if a smart controller new model comes out. I don't know how they could make it better. Smaller, maybe? I don't know. So it's such a good. The battery lasts forever on it. It's got it's just neat. It's just neat how it functions with the drone, and just the ability to just throw your phone in your pocket and not have to worry about it. To me, that's just a huge plus. That's kind of why I like the Evo 2. The Evo 2 has that little tiny screen in there in case you just want to do a little bit of recon flying. Let me just say that. So let's see. Let's see. Kai Fredrickson have the Air now, adding the Air 2. I've never flown the Air 1, to be quite honest. So let's go up here. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I get through all the comments here. Let's see. PD's on. Sorry about that. Daniel's on. There he is. There's the guy with my drone right there. Let's see. My Air Miles. First time I've been able to catch the stream live. Hey, thanks for popping in. Your videos make me want to upgrade my original Mavic Air to something better. But yeah, I had somebody ask me this question today. And I think this is a really important. Hey, Gerard, Leslie, how you doing? Let me add you on there. I'm going backwards because it just bumped up a whole bunch of people. Steve Dawson's in the house. How you doing? Have you had trouble with the Mini because you do not do the no, I haven't done the latest update on. I did the latest update for the Fly app, but I haven't done the drone. I've done the I don't know. I did the update with the manual control that had the batteries, the battery updates. I did all that, Steve. I just haven't had a time to fly it. I've had 2 other drones that I've had to pretty much fly a bunch, and I'm trying to get a feel for all of them. So, because I'm gonna get a lot of questions, and I think it's important that I can answer as many questions as I can when it comes to those drones, because I think, let's see, okay. Yeah, so hey, Gerald, I think I already did I moderate Gerald Leslie? Yeah, I got you in there. Okay. Okay, getting back to the question of the I had somebody ask me about this. Said, could I buy a Mavic Pro Platinum? And I thought about it because I had a Mavic Pro Platinum. And I started thinking about it, and I go, that was a pretty freaking good drone. I flew the Mavic Pro Platinum the same distance, or close to the same distance. I told you I turned it around at 15,000 feet without any breakup. But remember, it's only 720p, but I believe it's OcuSync. So is the Mavic Pro Platinum. It's got the upgraded ESCs. I was getting 22-minute battery life with regular flying. That's the drone that I threw the tri-props on, which was a dumb thing. Don't ever put those stupid props on anything you own. They're a waste of money and waste. I finally put the Master Air Screw props on that. That was a freaking good flying drone, and you can get one, guys, for like $700 or $800. And if you think about it, you can, if you're looking at a Mavic Mini right now, and you're just like afraid to go back, there's no guys, if you want like a really good drone with a freaking 4K 30 camera, go buy that. I mean, I've never had any problems with the gimbal. I think the gimbal parts are not as robust as a lot of the current drone kind of designs. I like the dual forks on the gimbal, where basically it's got basically 2 sides that are supporting it. I don't like that one side would be supporting both sides because of torquing, that kind of thing. But I never had any problem with that camera. I think I bought it for $700 and sold it for $700. I mean, I sold it for almost exactly what I paid for it. And the person probably could have gotten me down. But that specific model, since it was the upgraded model, was still selling for a lot of money. You were still selling for $1,000. So, but you can get those as low as 7 something right now. And it's kind of like this. If you're flying a Mavic Pro Platinum and you're looking at somebody buying and flying a Mavic Air, and you're saying, oh, I need 48 megapixel pictures. And do you really? I've taken some really awesome pictures. I flew that drone one day, about 2.5 miles to the top of a 680 foot cliff. I did a full recon of the cliff, took some pictures. We're talking like barely above the ground where I could get like rock. You could see the freaking you could see like the details of the rock perfect. And you could see like green grass growing next to it from 2 miles away. So don't tell me that the Mavic Pro Platinum is not an amazing freaking drone. So yeah, so if you're a budget buyer, there are some great deals out there. So all right. Love my Evo 2. Hey, Crazy Patrick, just do not hand launch here. I'm gonna go into that question right now, or to that story, because I don't want to lose if I happen to lose the stream or something today. This is my story. I was flying today, the Evo 2, and I got all done. I launched from the ground, and as I got done, I'm like, I'm gonna practice since they had a new update. I'm going to practice a hand launch with it before I put it away. So I took the drone out, set it up, held it, got the motor spun up, okay, and I waited for it to lift off, okay, so I didn't throw it. That drone lifted off. It took off on me for like 2 or 3, maybe a second or two. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's doing this again. I got on the controller, and before I had to do any adjustments with the controller because I was trying to make it lift up. The first thing I do when a drone goes out of control is I give it altitude. And it just settled itself. It took off, and then it settled itself, probably about 15 feet from me. So if I'd have had a tree or a house close by, I probably would have been safe. Now, why did it do that? Well, this is why. This is what I think it is. When you put the Evo 2 in boat mode, which is what you have to do to get the sensors to allow you to do that, when I had it in boat mode, what I think it does is it compensates for movement because it's designed to take off on a moving boat. And if I don't have that thing exactly perfectly horizontal or I'm moving it a little bit, the drone wants to compensate for that movement and it counters the movement. So what the drone did was it took off trying to stabilize itself. But it did it quicker than it did it remember in the first video that I did, it did a complete, it took off, This one, it stopped and it stabilized. It's just not going to, I just don't think that they're going to get the hand launch thing figured out. I don't think it's in there. I don't think they want people to hand launch it, to be quite honest. So I'm just not going to hand launch it, but it takes nothing away from the drone. I flew an amazing flight today with that drone. In precision mode, it allows me to basically set up the flight characteristics, and I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to take the Air 2 and I'm going to take the Evo 2 and I'm going to do a precision flight with both of them to show how both of them can be really good flyers and be precise, like flying around objects. So I'm going to do some manual flight with both of them. I'm going to give them both. I want to make sure that I'm confident and competent with both drones so I can be very smooth and cinematic with my flying. And I'm going to show you that both drones can be done. And I'm not going to do it from a close distance. I'm going to do it from a far, from a great distance, from almost about a mile. I'm going to do an orbit and I'm going to do some cinematic flight to show that you can get that long stretched flight out and you can get the rise shots, you can get down low, you can get up next and close to an object that's very far away. I'm going to do, maybe some orbits, some pullback stuff. And then I'm going to do the exact same flight for both drones. So I'm going to plan it out. I've got the location figured out. I know where I'm going to do this. And I'm going to give both drones what they deserve, which is a positive thumbs up for both of them. And anybody that wants to at that point can talk about what they saw and decide whether they think it's was a good experience or a bad experience. But I don't want to ever leave a bad taste in somebody's mouth from my perspective of a drone, because I make mistakes, and I don't want to be somebody's reason for not buying something that they might love, you know. All right. So let me look through there. It says I got a Meyer Miles on there. Let's see. Okay, I already got you on there. I'm still going through the chat, guys. Let's see. Got that one. Let's see. I'm way behind you guys. The Mini is great for indoor footage in tight spots. Cool, man. I don't like to fly my drone indoors very often because I really don't have a reason to fly it inside. I got, so much space. I enjoy PD. I'm a huge Mavic Mini fan. You can tell that. I've had so much joy flying that drone. Let's see. PD in the house. Yeah, we got that. See, how's there a Dalton drone discovery? How are you doing? I'm going to whip through. I'm going to get caught. Let's see. Steve Dawson, have you had any trouble with the Mavic Mini not doing the latest? Okay, you already asked me that. And I said, no, I haven't had any problems with it. When I did do the update on the Evo 2, it gave me some weird gimbal message. So what I did was I recalibrated the whole drone and it fixed everything. It just froze like it wasn't going to do anything. And I just did a full calibration on and it worked fine. Let's see, Steve Dawson, and let's see, David. Yeah, tell him if you did see a problem. I also used a generic camera bag for my drones, perfect and cheaper. Yeah, you can actually create your own hard cases too. You can find an old hard case that was made for another drone and put different foam in it. Just cut out your own foam. Customize it for what you want it. Yeah, I've heard of a lot of people doing that where they've taken another case for another drone because they market them for the drone and then they jack the price up. Go find one that's like passe where nobody's buying that specific case. Get it from China, wait, and then get it sent to you and it'll be way cheaper. Let's see, 808 State. What's up, man? Hey, 808. Hey, how you doing, man? He's from Hawaii. I watched his 808. I apologize that it took me a while to get there. 808 did some 360 video with his Insta 361 R. I did some video today with my Insta. I did some regular video. 808. If you could you tell me how I can get into what I want to do? Is I was just taking regular video using the action camera, but it makes it in an INSV file. I think there's a way where you can record in regular MP4, so you don't have to go through that whole freaking INSV thing. That sucks, man. I took 2 videos today with that camera, and I've got to wait to convert both those 13-minute files. Oh my Lord! And my computer is just grinding them out. They are taking forever. All right. Okay. Let's see. So that was a question I had for you, my man. So that 808, I got him on my moderator list. Let's see, Steve. Let's see. I'm updated and flying the Mini. No problems. Yeah. I have yet to put my Mini up since I did the filter video when they put the new, update on it. I need to fly it though. I might take it to the waterfall. There's no waterfall there right now, by the way. What I want to do is take a dry waterfall picture showing like a before and after, what it looks like what I like to do is I like to take the no waterfall footage and put it on the waterfall footage so you can see the contrast of how the two different time periods where it just dries up. It's kind of cool. People like that. Let's see. I don't want to update. I want to stay on 400. Yeah, let's see. Some of the updates, you just like, don't screw the drone up by updating it. I'm fearful. I did an update today. Is that the update you're talking about? The one today? I haven't flown it with the update today. I have no idea what it's going to do when I turn it on. Well, I flew my Mini, I flew the Mavic Air 2 with the update. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be the Mavic 3 controller. Yeah, no kidding. When the new controller comes out. Let's see. Hey, Daniel. Let's see. It's 11 flying every day. Tim Jackson. Yeah, the Mini. The Mini has guys. The Mini has amazing battery life. Absolutely, I agree with you. Let's see, Steve. You may be missing out on being able to change change color temp. Yeah, right. With the Dalton drone, he's talking about the color. Being able to white balance. Let's see, crazy Evo 3 16K 16,000 FPS. Can DJI change the battery icon? No kidding, David. I'm with you on that. I mean, okay, everybody sees the contrast here, right? On the screen with the white text and the black background. Well, with the Mavic, with the Fly app, if I have a washed out background or backdrop with a white app over the top or white text over it, it makes it pretty much impossible. The only thing you can do is touch the image icon to see the battery, but guys, that's the whole point of having the icon, is to not do that. I don't want a second step to see the battery. Plus, and then somebody else brought up the fact that I miss the graphic. Doesn't anybody miss the graphic from Go 4 where it says, here's your drone, here's how much flight time you have? I love that. Let's see. Hey, four-eyed K9, how you doing? Let's see. I like the Evo, that it's orange. Yeah, I do too. I think it's cool. I think it's a really cool drone. Guys, when I take this drone out, people take notice. Okay, it is a freaking high tech. I mean, look at all the sensors on this thing, man. I mean, when I was flying today up the mountain, it was telling me how many freaking inches I was from every rock going up the mountain. I was as close as 27 and 24 feet from the nearest rock. Well, it's not very far for the drone, but for my brain, I was like, what? 24 feet? Holy crap. And 24 feet, guys, is a mile when it comes to a drone. When we're talking 10 feet, I'll get nervous, but yeah, this looks like a safety orange. It looks pro. Another thing a lot of people have been talking about recently has been, excuse me, guys, I've been gabbing so much. What was I? Oh, crap. I forget. I just had an old man moment. I just forgot what I was, my point I was going to make. It was an Evo point. I can't remember. It'll come back to me later. Let me get through there. It says 808. I was loyal to my Anafi for over a year. Maybe a huge upgrade in the Evo 2 Pro. Waiting patiently for it to come in. Yeah, the Evo 2. If you want camera, if I lived in Hawaii, I'd want the Evo 2 Pro. You just have so much color. You got blue, you got green, you got all kinds of stuff. There's just amazing color that you can get in Hawaii. Let's see. Yeah, in 808, I had an Anafi as well. And I didn't fly the Anafi enough, not even anywhere near it. It was a really good flyer, very fast, very nimble, really interesting camera. In a way, a lot of people thought it felt cheap, and yeah, kind of. It did do a lot of flexing. I did have problems where I had one of my props hit a really large kind of prehistoric bug, which flies around the place I live, and that bug really destroyed the prop, and it crashed my drone. So yeah, it's it's susceptible to insects, especially like prehistoric large insects. It probably thought it was a date and was probably trying to get it on with my freaking Anafi. Let's see. Yeah, 808. You're right, man. Why isn't it moderated you yet? Yeah, 808's a good dude, man. If you haven't get a chance, he did one of the coolest, what I would consider compositions for a drone. He's very creative. I really like that. I agree. The icons are the same. Yeah, it's too hard, and nobody's saying anything about it. People got to start crying about that. And if I have to make it, I need to make a video about it and go, hey, can anybody see what the freaking telemetry is? You can if it's in 4K and, the next day, but you can't when you're watching it on the phone. Maybe you're able to see it on the tablet. So let's see. My Air Miles, see, Microsoft have an auto translate service that can be used. So I'm sure Google has one, and that's, so that would be nice when it comes to, when you talk about translating was getting the Swedish. Let's see. The battery icon can get lost in the light colors for sure. Any hacks for that? Exactly. I would appreciate that. I need to change that right there. I got over 3,000. I'm on 4,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys. My Mavic Air 2 loses signal really easy. It's the worst feeling. Really? Your Mavic Air 2 loses David, I have never had, if you're flying in urban, I would say in an urban environment, but you're saying it loses signal really well. I would check to make sure that your antenna are correctly aligned, and that you're aligned correctly with the drone. I get signal loss every once in a while, but it's usually my fault. I've got like, but on the other hand, if you're flying in like conditions like very urban, I would talk with Michael. Who might I'm having another the guy in Philadelphia, Michael. He basically does a lot of range urban flying, and he could tell you all about that. Let's see. I'm terrible today with names. See, you can click on the battery icon and get, Dan, you can get the drop down menu, but nobody wants to click on the battery icon when they're freaking flying up a mountain looking at red rocks on either side. And the last thing you want to do is take a finger off your controller. Let's see. Bob Dempsey, how you doing? Old question. I bet ND filter for the Mini. Which ones? There's some, Bob, there's some cheap ones that you can get. The ones that I had were from Sunny Life. They're very inexpensive. Just go get some inexpensive ones. And they do work, by the way. The inexpensive drones do, or ND filters do. And if you look at my ND filter video, it does give you for the Mini, it does give you the location of those. But they're from Sunny Life. But there's a lot of other brands. The other thing that you need to take into consideration, Bob, is the strength of the ND. And with that specific drone, you could probably get by with a 16. They usually come in packs of 4, 8, and 16. I suggest if you're in a sunny location, you get the polarizer too. The UV filter, and then of course they have a polarizer. The polarizers can give you some really beautiful colors, especially when you're over water. Hey, Lon Denard, how you doing? Everyone has more color than you guys. Michigan had a lot of color, for example. Yeah, Michigan's coming into the color season. For a while, all you had was gray, but you guys are coming in to greens and reds, greens and blues, and yeah, you're getting some beautiful stuff coming. Bob, I bought the 8K and the 16 for his NDs. I don't have my Mini. My Mini's in my truck, guys. I carry my Mini everywhere. If you want to have a drone that you can just leave in your freaking car all the time, the Mini is the perfect drone. It's got it's battery technology. It doesn't matter if they get hot. So you can leave those freaking batteries basically in the heat fully charged for long periods of time. Leave that sucker sitting in your car or leave it in a backpack. I keep that and carry that in my truck at all times. I always have a drone with me, guys. Come on here. Come on. My camera's lost focus. There we go. But guys, if you're a drone hobbyist, have a drone with you. You know. Let's see. Sunny Life. Yeah, Sunny Life was the name. Here, let me see if I can find those really quick. This computer back here is shut down. I'm gonna put them back here. And then I guess I could put them over here too. Here, let's go find those for you. I'll show you which filters, what they look like. All right, so this is, and then I'll put it up on my screen share. Let's see, Sunny Life, ND. I'll show you. There we go. And now there's a lot of different. This is Polar. Now you can get more expensive ones. Of course, you get what you pay for. These are $11, guys. Here, let me put this up for you. This is on Wish. So if you want to, here, let me put this. Let me copy that. This is I don't purchase from Wish, but guys, if for 11, let's see. Let me here. Does it let me do that? No. Let's see. Oh, that's too big. That's too big. It won't let me put that code up. Hold on here. Let me find another one here. That's massive. Holy crap. Let's see if it'll give me a share. Oh, let's see. I want to find this for you. Yeah, $11.37. I'm looking at those filters, and it's a set of It's a set of 4 Sunny Life. And let's see which ones it has. Oh, okay, here it comes. Okay, here you go. Different sizes. Hold on here. Let me see. Here's the pack. ND4 8 1632. Here's the one with the UV filter. Sorry, they want $30 for that now. All right, so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 filters, 6 ND filters for $29. So it has ND 8, 16, 32, CPL, which is the polarizer, and the NDPL, and it has the UV filter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 filters for $29. Guys, if you bought that and you were to show me that, I would be pissed because I did not get that many filters for what I paid. So, so yeah, so that's the Sunny Life on Wish. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that in another location. Like here, let me see if it's on Amazon. Here, I'll give you an Amazon. I'll give you an Amazon link too. Here. All right, let me find the Amazon one. Now there's different. There's Sunny Life is a generic name. All right, here's is this Amazon Here, let me open up my Amazon account. Hold on here, guys. And then I'm going to, like I said, I want to put it up on the screen for you. Oh, let's see, Amazon. I am not very fast with a computer, guys. I am not very fast. All right, here we go. Online shopping. All right, let's see. Mavic Mini ND filter. All right, here we go. There we go. There's sets. Now Skyreach got them, but they're like $60. I just don't. It's not worth $60. $50 for f-stop labs. They're probably better quality. Skyreach has a circular polarizer, so you can actually adjust it. You guys, you get what you pay for. If you want cheap, but here you go. Here's the ones that are Sunny Life. Here it is right here, $22. You get a pack of 4. Here, let me put that link up right now here. And this is not my affiliate link. This is just a plain old link. All right, check that one out right there. Check that link out right there. Affiliate links usually get me. Let's see. I could put an affiliate link up there if you want to get a purchase from Dad Random. Hold on. I'll see what the price is here. This has got a smaller link, so it's easier for you to get to. Got that humongous link there. Got that one here. Here is the direct link to. Now this one is a really good. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has got 6 lenses. It's got the UV, and this has got the CPL. So this is 39, 33. Okay, let me give you an example. This is some weird name, Shaolin or something, but they're the same. They're the same kind of they're the same kind. So let's go there. Here, I'll put this link up here. I'm trying to find the best deal, guys, for you. I'm trying to find the best deal. Oh, here we go. $26, man. That's what we want. Here we go. This is like that deal I saw on. Let's see. Put this one up there. Let's see. Hold on. So this one comes with the UV, CPL, ND4, ND8, ND16, ND32, and let's see. Yeah. So this one comes with that whole set, but it's only $26. Now they get that one. That one's the deal. That is the deal right there. So let's put this one up here. And let's put this right there. All right. There's the link you want to use right there. Use the second link. That'll take you to that one. Those are the $26 ones. But like I said, if you want to spend a lot of money, say you're going to fly your drone a lot, and you're like a photographer and you want the best pictures, spend more money. You're gonna get. It's like anything, guys. I bought that $9 lens for my Osmo Pocket, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like a Freewell lens. I put it on, and both corners, lower corners, have looks like a vignette photo. So, yeah. All right. Yep. Money, more money, right, David? All right. So there we go. Let's see. The surface area is just too small for the secondary surface of my experience. Let's see. Hold on here. Lana's telling us some important stuff here. Do you ever consider mounting a 360 on your Evo or your Evo 2? Yeah, they actually have a kit for mounting that camera that's called the Air Kit. I have not done that yet. I'm going to look it up. Is drone strong? Oh, guy, 808 state. Let me tell you something. I could pick up the Mavic Air 2 and the Mavic Mini and strap them onto the bottom of the Evo 2 and lift that sucker and fly around with it. That freaking thing is a beast. So it's like a helicopter. It's like a man-controlled helicopter. It says, I want to make a meta-infused 360 air video so people can look around at themselves. Just got to get around to a solid, strong drone. Yeah, dude, man. I've never mounted anything to the air. I don't know if it'll affect the sensors. You also got to worry about that. Let me see. Let me just check here. Only problem with mounting things to the bottom of this drone is you've got all of these sensors right here. Now the top, you can mount all you've got all this mounting surface here. So that you have to take that into consideration. All the drones now, the Mavic, the Air 2 does have a large surface that's open. I mounted the 360 camera on my Mavic Pro Platinum, and it was a heavy 360 camera. That was the Insta360 ONE. And that was a beast flying around. I was not comfortable 1 minute while that was flying around. So, all right, getting back to, let's see, London. There are tons of Amazon, and decent kit can be had for about $40. Yeah, I agree, Lon. Any comments as to the quality of those lenses? Obviously, I think the more money, the better. I've had problems with polarizers that cause vignette. Thank you, and that's my big problem. With anything, because you're going to get the vignetting, which is that shadow on the outsides of your photos. Some people like the vignetting. They kind of they flare their photos out, but most people don't, because mostly when you're trying to take a really big picture with a large sensor, you just don't want that. You don't want to deal with that. I haven't had any vignetting with any of just make sure that the filter is large, that it doesn't cover up any of the lens. Let's see. Looking for 64 in Las Vegas. A 64, the ND64. Yeah, you can just get a 64 if you want to buy just one. They're very expensive, especially if you order it from China. I don't know if you can. Every one of these allows you to buy a single lens. But yeah, I would say an ND64 for Las Vegas would be perfect. I have an ND64 on the Mavic Air 2 right now, and I basically live in the same, Bob, I'm flying in the same sunlight you're flying in. So, all right, let's see, Londonar, let's check the shipping cost though. It depends on I don't have I got Prime, so I don't have any shipping costs. I don't buy anything with any shipping costs because I already pay enough. Since they basically started charging us tax on internet purchases, that really sucks. More money. Kai Frederickson, how do you feel about the variable ND filters? Well, they're expensive. And if you're a photographer and you want to change that ND, you don't want you don't want to have, you want to have more control over the stop of the speed of your film. Some photographers like that. I'm just not the guy to ask, really. It says it blocks your GPS when you mount the 360 camera. Oh yeah, Elon, you're right. On the very top, You do have to worry about that. That's when I mounted my Insta360 on my first drone. I had it on a stand, so it was up and away from the GPS. It was up and out, which allowed the GPS to still function. Isn't there an option to turn the sensors off? Yes, there is. Yes, you can. You can turn the sensors off, but only on the bigger drones. On the cheaper drones, they don't allow you to. Well, there's no sensors on the Mini. The Mavic Air, I think I'm sure you can turn the sensors off on the Mavic Air. Usually, when you go into speed or sport mode, the sensors automatically turn off. Let's see, Kai, don't buy cheap variables. I have the Freewells and wasn't. Don't buy cheap variables. I have the Freewells and wasn't happy. I bought the Polar Pro VNDs and they're great. So you're saying Freewells are cheap and Polar Pros are better? I was told Polar Pro too last week. Let's see, what a Polar Pro MD. Let me see Polar Pro. Let's see. Let's see, Polar. I spelled Polar wrong. I just want to see the price for the Polar Pros. Let's see, F-Stop Labs, Freewell, Skyread. Let's see. I'm looking for Polar Pro if they sell them. I know they sell them for big cameras. I'm not seeing any right now. They sell the cheap ones. Everybody wants the cheap one. There's Polar Pro right there. $670 for the Polar Pros. Let's see, Vivid Collection, DJ. Oh, that's for the Osmo Pocket. That's not even for the drone. Yeah, you're going to have to go and do a more refined search. So let's see, we get down in there. Are there any ND filters out for the Evo 2? Not yet that I know of yet. And the Evo 2's for the 8K, the front will unscrew, kind of like the Mavic 2. You have to unscrew the front cover and then you can screw on that. I'm sure it'll be those type of filters that we'll have to pay for. I have not looked online. Usually in China they already start making those. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some available. So I'm gonna have to look on eBay. Go ND filters on eBay. I guess I could look right now. Let's see if there's any on. Why not? Well, since we're here. So here I'm on, let's see, eBay, let's see, ND. ND filters, let's see, Evo 2 8K. Let's see if there's any that show up. Freewell standard 4-pack, compatible with Autel Evo, but that's not that's just Autel Evo. That does not say 8K. Unless I see a picture of the drone with the filters, I will not trust them. I don't know. I see a lot of different filters here. This is for Alto Evo, brand new. Let me look and see if this fits the Evo 2. I just want to check to see if this one is marketed for Evo 2. From it. So let's see, screw on. They're screw on. Now they'd be the right type. I want it to say fits Evo 2. I want to probably have to send. I'm gonna actually. I've got a salesperson that I know in Hong Kong that I could ask. I'm gonna send them a chat. I'm gonna see right now. I'm gonna send them a chat really quick. This is that friend of mine in Hong Kong. Let's see, any ND filters yet? And I'm gonna send. I just sent that to a salesperson in Hong Kong that I know, and we'll see if she's probably, let's see, right now, I forget, I don't know what time it is in Hong Kong. It's early morning there, I think, there right now. Because I usually get an answer, but I usually get it when her shift is off. She usually answers. All right, let's see who we got on here. It says not the bottom sensors, but let's see, the bottom sensors are always, they're always on. Okay, Thank you, Lon. Yeah, Lon's got a lot of knowledge, so I listen to him a ton. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, Freewell sucks. Mine was lost their glass mid-flight. Oh crap! Got the Polar Pros and never had an issue. So there you go. That's right from the horse's mouth. Thank you, 808. Appreciate it. Say, hey Kyle, look at a moment. I looked at Moment. They might be really good. A Moment makes they specialize in glass, so in like custom glass. So we'll see what Moment is. Got to go back to work. Hey, thank you, 808. Thank you, man. Hey, you too. Be safe, brother. Take it easy. Let's see. Yes, 808. I have every filter Polar Pro offers for all my drones and have the variable NDs on a pre-order. Nice. Lon, if you do, Lon, I don't. You're not an Evo flyer. If you have, do you have, Lana? You have any interest in Evo 2 at all? I can't remember what you said for that. Yeah, I don't see Polar Pro for Mavic Mini. You might want to go to the Polar Pro website. Go right to their main website. That might be a place you have to go. You might have to go right to the main site. Sometimes when now you could all. Did you check, Bob? Did you check eBay too? I'll double check and look around. These are questions that I'm interested in answering too. I was hoping that the filters for the Mavics, the Osmos would fit on the Mavic Air, but I don't fly Autel anymore since the X-Star Premium. Yeah, that's okay, man. Guys, Lon, you go with quality and you go with what you know. You don't have to relearn anything when you stay with DJI, and you know you're going to get a really good drone for sure. I just had never flown an Evo, and I really was curious. They're just different. It's just a different bird, literally. So I'm so interested in drones that I'm willing to make the switch to try it out and to give it some time. And it's not for what a lot of people say. Oh, this is the question that came up later, and I have a lot of people bantering back and forth about Chinese manufacturers, okay, and that Autel is not an American company. And I don't care if Autel is an American company. They have an American office. That's fine. I mean, they service. A lot of companies are like that. Their products are made overseas, and then they hold and do their customer service and have an office in the United States, which I really appreciate because it allows you to have quicker customer service, and the shipping tends to be a little different too. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm like Elon. I buy quality. I buy out of that. I'm curious. So let's see. Lon Denard, I pre-ordered the Moment. Okay. See, I don't fly. Let's see. Donna, you should be happy. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm the only thing, and I don't have any left. I don't have any left stick flying issues. I really don't. When you understand when you fly the Evo 2 in its regular mode and its standard mode, it flies like 30 miles an hour. It flies fast. So I don't need to go ludicrous speed when I'm filming. Some people do, though. I understand why you'd want to. You'd probably want to if you were filming very fast boats, if you were filming somebody on a motorcycle and you want to turn around. There's those kinds of things, but I don't work for a movie company, and I'm not and if I do want moving targets, like my truck, say I want to do a track of my truck for a really cool cinematic shot, I probably would have somebody else drive my truck, and I would fly the drone manually, as basically and then I would get that shot. I wouldn't lock on, I wouldn't try to use the tracking, but I could, and I'd just drive slower. And then you can speed up that footage. There's a lot of things you can do. So let's see. Did you read about the DJI quick release props? Maybe Techstone. Yeah, that came out. And we've to me it's let's see, Dad Random. Somebody, Accelerated Heights was commenting on my Mavic Air stuff. I really thought if you didn't see the video of the flight time of the Mavic Air from Accelerated Heights, watch that. I really like the fact that he flew the Mavic Air and he did a time lapse. I've done the static time where you just have a hover test. And people will complain about the hover test. Guys, the hover test is a great measurement. And for anybody to say it's not, it's kind of a great control because you can only improve or make worse your time from regular flying. So it's kind of a really good neutral. And if you fly within your hover test, you're in pretty good shape. And why would you need to know anything more? It's kind of like the distance flights. And I talked about this on my last live stream. I'm literally thinking about not doing any more distance tests because you don't need to. Why? Why do we need a distance test anymore? It's fun. And the biggest reason why, I mean, it's fun because you get a lot of views, but the other thing is I love to show people that beautiful landscape when I turn around my hover test. So I think people are more in awe with the freaking landscape than they care a crap about the freaking hover test, or not the hover test, the distance test is what I mean. So all measurements are valid as long as all components are tested the same. I think that if you're going to do a comparison test, it should be the same pilot, but it's impossible when you got different controllers. Even if the conditions are the same, you have to assume that the controls are set up differently. So I'm not worried. I'd like to know my max range and I will rarely ever fly it ever again. I will never fly my drones 3 miles unless there's a need for it. And I have one thing that I'm still doing. It's the holy grail of my drone life. And it's basically the B-52 crash site that's close by me that is only accessible by probably a long range drone flight and then a trail drive with my truck. So I have to get into really some backcountry, and I can avoid some of the really steep climbing that would be required to get the drone footage that I would want to see for this specific crash site that I want to see. All right, let's see. Distance tests are great when they go wrong. I know, only when they go wrong. Everybody wants to see you crash, and then they give you crap because you didn't crash. Everybody's all like, well, why don't you push that Mavic Air 2 further? And I think I listened to the battery warning that says turn around. Even though it was way off. I mean, when I got back, I had freaking, I don't know, like 30 minutes of battery time left. 30% battery time left. Let's see. Dustin Dunhill is coming up. So he says he's got a range test coming up. So let Dustin Dunhill go, 4 miles? I don't know. Guys, I did mine plus 3+ miles. I don't need to go any further. I'm definitely going to watch Dustin's because we'll see if he takes it to the max. He might. Yeah, I took my Challenger out and maxed out the Speedo next time I see it. All right, man. Yeah, Dustin does crazy range. Everybody does their range because of him. He's the master of range tests. He pushes all his drones. He pushes it to the oh crap limit like every time, and he's so relaxed about it. On the other hand, when he does his range tests, when he did him on the mountain, I really liked this mountain range test that he did a long time ago. But you understand that if he ever has to crash that short of that mountain, it's a grassy mountain. He can just go pick it up. It's kind of like my desert. My problem is the site that I'm doing my range tests on right now. The last 3,000 feet of that is that cliff. I guess if I get over the cliff, I'm good. He chickened out with the Skydio. I don't think the Skydio is a range bird, and I would never fly that thing long. I have no interest in flying the Skydio. I've heard its camera is amazing. Justin Mason, how you doing? It says, can you recommend an app for applying music to video clips? Hey, Justin, okay. Let me give you. I've just been using, and guys, I have. Everybody's heard of Epidemic Sound. Here, let me. Right behind me. That's what I recommend. The tunes on Epidemic Sound. The problem is it's $15 a month, so not everybody's happy with that. So if you don't mind paying $15 a month, Justin, Epidemic Sound's got great tunes, and they're all royalty free for YouTube. And they're cool. They're great. They're great tunes. They're ones with lyrics in it. They're ones with. There's a lot of different genres. They have sound effects. I'm trying out Epidemic Sounds right now. With my next drone flights will have a couple of videos with Epidemic Sound clips on it, Justin. So you might want to try that. Now they do have a free periods that you can try it out. So you can get it on your phone. You can download those clips onto your phone, and they're fully they're here. So if you don't here, let me put a link up there. I know you can find this. You're a smart kid. Here, let me put the link up for that for you. And this is Epidemic Sounds right here. I'll put that up for you guys. I'm getting ready to cut her short here, but that is Epidemic Sounds link right there. Check that out. And it's excellent. There's, like I said, tons of great tunes. I don't think I can play them through. I do have the license. So let me see if I can log in here really quick, and then I can play through my. Here, let me go ahead and I'm logging in really quick. And just to give you a sound sample, let's go to, let's see, I'll turn on my, audio 2. Let's see if that comes through. It's not playing through. Oh, desktop audio. Hold on here. Let's go. Oh man, I guess I have to turn on my. Let me turn on my. Let's see. We turn on. Hold on here. I'm gonna figure this out here. I just got to turn on my desktop. Let's see if that works here. I can't tell if it's coming through. I don't see it coming through. Nope, I don't see it coming through here. Hold on here. Just one more second here. Let's see. Here, let me go to my display channel. And we turn on my display, my browser view. Let's see, browser view. And that's not the one I want. I want the display capture. I want this one right here, but this behind me is Epidemic Sounds right here. Right there. And just like I said, this just gives you different genres. And like I said, you can go see like hip hop or something. I should be able to, gosh, I used to be able to play this through my desktop audio. Anyway, I'll figure that out for next time. I want to be able to do that when I need to. All right, guys. I think it's about that time. It's about that time, guys. It's time to cut her off. Anyway, Justin, give that a shot. There's more than just Epidemic Sounds, by the way. There's a lot of other services. This is kind of the hot one. Epidemic Sounds is kind of the hot ticket right now. So. All right, so we are on our way out, but I appreciate you guys hanging with me. We had a lot of really good conversation, great questions. I think we served the public well today. We served the drone the drone community well today. I think we got great all my experts on here that have that watch my videos, and I watch so many of theirs come in with a lot of great expertise. And hopefully we answered your questions today. Guys, fly the drone that you have and enjoy it. If you have a drone, don't be freaking envious of other people. You don't need to basically have what everybody else has. And like I said, you can go out and buy a Platinum 2 right now. Let me just look up a Platinum 2 just for giggles, okay? Or excuse me, a Platinum 2. Let's see, a Mavic 2 Platinum. There we go. Here's a Mavic Pro Platinum Flymore combo right there. Let me just put that up on the display channel really quick. And that thing comes with 2 batteries right there. That's a brand new drone right there. For 12. Now that's from DJI. You can find these drones. Like here's some guys right here that he wants to haul off. He's trying to get bids on it. Let's see, Pro Platinum Fly More. Let's see, here's one right here for $650. I bet you can, by the time that bidding is over, you'll probably get that thing for. I wouldn't buy this drone right here. I wouldn't buy it for less than or more than $700. If they try to sell it to you for more than that, go buy. These guys. Believe me, these guys need to sell these things. They all want new ones. Do not buy it for $1,200. But if you look hard enough and you shop long enough, you're going to find it. Same thing with look at this. Watch this. Here, let me just go. We're going to go Mavic 2 with a smart controller. All right. Here's a Mavic 2 Pro with smart controller. Now this right here, overpriced, $1,900, man. No freaking way. So here's one right here for $1,749, brand new, coming right out of the box with the smart controller. You're basically paying $700 for the controller. You're paying $1,000 for the 1-inch sensor drone. These prices, guys, are going to be variable all year round. These are too high right now. $1,899, too high. These people are going to be freaking unloading these soon. So just look for, be price conscious. That's way too much for that controller. You're going to get it cheaper. And believe me, here's one right here. Let's see. ProCraft gimbal camera only. Let's see. Anyway, just be patient. You'll find the deal that you want. And just know that that those drones are out there, and you don't have to break the bank to purchase them. All right, guys. Later on. I've got to see you guys later. I appreciate you guys popping in once again. It's time for me to go because it's Friday. You have a life. I have a life. I think I have a cocktail ready for me. It has my name on it tonight. So later, guys. Love you guys. I've got a couple of really good videos coming out. Hopefully, I can get my file uploaded maybe tomorrow. Maybe this weekend at the earliest, Saturday, Sunday at the earliest. So you can see the Mavic Air fly up the Red Mountain. You can also watch the Evo 2 fly up the Red Mountain. Both of them flew up successfully today, and you'll get to see that live video. You'll see the video quality, and you'll see my reaction to that. But later, guys, check it out. Kai, thank you for joining my channel today. Thank you all of my UK watchers right now. I know. See you, Bob from Vegas. Chris Reynolds. Holy crap, Chris! Did we not moderate you? Let's make sure we moderate you before we go. Justin and Don and Lon and David and let me go back and Kai and anyway and 808. All you guys, I appreciate you popping in. Awesome.